Hey, Big Dave, the Middle-Aged Gamer here with another episode of Fallout London. Take 2, and I hope that doesn't screw me up. We're with the Frenchman, we're with Archie, and I found that last pocket of pulleys, because I found the last staircase I was missing here. And this goes up further, but... Is that the sky? No, that's just more... How do we get up there? Can you get up there? Nah, you don't have enough reach. Well, let's take care of these last two fools. Then we can loot all we want.
Yeah.
Whoop! Where the hell did you come from? Alright, so the Bank of England has now been cleared. Successful fight means we save. All that within the first 2 minutes, gotta like that.
I don't, that rubbish.
And hey, survival players, we got beds. I mean, they're just mattresses, but if they say bed, that means you should probably be able to get a full night's sleep. With my blood, I do swear to keep Punk alive in this hell. Gold contracts, a bunch of blood contracts, a bank pinder key card. Copy of Dan Rage. Right away heals plus 5% radiation damage. Okay. And that's a nice little something there. A weather camera. Child's tux. I mean, if we wanted to go the whole secret agent thing, we could give that to Archie and make him wear it. Shotgun shells, right away. Short combat shotgun, extinguisher, and a hooligan right arm. That's all either sellable. Well, you know what?
Equal shares for both of us.
For shits and giggles. Let's see what he looks like in it. You're looking the right proper now. And it'll go great with that spy pistol he's got. Oh, missed something. Battered clipboard would be. Boy, alien. Well, the 9 volts should be nice. Anything further down here? No, except for that globe. Alright, we never did go in here. Some chalk in that file cabinet, we can get through the window there. Crystals are useful. Especially once you start getting into the science stuff. with this build, we probably won't be doing much in science, but still, you never know. Jar of purple liquid. That's not disturbing. Let's turn off the radio. A shot glass. Combination spanner. And that's it here. And yeah, that's literally it here. Alright, now. Okay, so we're gonna save because we're gonna experiment with this. Can't we get up there? Well, first we're gonna put our weapon up. Okay, we can get here. Okay, we cannot walk on that ledge there. Nope. That was about as good as it was gonna get. Alright, let's get out of here. We're not quite done yet. We still gotta investigate the vault. Not that vault. That's not the way. This is the way. There we go. Okay. Now
Why
we're gonna
would
check.
someone go to all this effort for this dump?
Because it didn't used to be a dump, kiddo. Alright. Weapons bench, which... Grab the frying pan, the black pudding, and the meat pie. Now, for all you Americans who watching this, who are confused by a pudding, who are confused by the prospect of a pudding and a frying pan, in England, a pudding is not like what we associate pudding with, you know, the dairy puddle of goodness. Puddings are more cakey. That's the best way I can describe it. And, yeah, kind of like Spotted Dick. We'll get into that a bit later when we run across it. I actually watched this whole thing about what Spotted Dick really is, and yes, the name of it has been played with a bit at times because the British realized that is a rather unfortunate name all through its history. But yeah, puddings and stuff like that have been around for centuries. Alright, what do we got here? Some ammo, some crude sniper, some Rad-X, shotgun shell, and a piece of crap leather armor. Okay, in the duffel bag is some pre-war money. Alright, 2 Clarity Classics on the Roid. Well, you can always use more of this. Ah, Moneybags is terminal. Okay. Alright, well, it's novice, so we can hack it at least. Okay, so it's not an O. Shiny. Okay, so I don't remember if I've read this. It's over, or whatever. Well, it's done now, innit? Me and Violet. Finished. Can't say it didn't have its moments, but let's be real. That situationship was more of a bloody mess than a proper arrangement. We've had our ups, sure, but the downs, they're what finally did me in. Violet, with her temper like a lit fuse, always one step away from blowing up. At first I thought it was something special, her fire, but you can only handle so many close calls before it starts wearing thin. She's still over at the guild hall, running things her way. Can't say I'll miss the place. Dark, damp, always smelling of sweat and smoke. Don't get me wrong, we had a good run there, but it's time I moved on and set myself up somewhere proper. somewhere with real potential. And there ain't no better place than the Bank of England. See, this old bank's been sitting here like a big fat prize just waiting to be taken. And I fucking took it. The Tommies were watching it for a while, thinking they could keep it locked down. But you should have seen their faces when Moneybags strolled in, guns blazing. That's me, my new name is Moneybags. Just goes to show, when the right crew's behind you, even the most guarded places fall like dominoes. Now I'm setting up shop proper. No more sneaking around in the shadows. This bank's got everything I need. Plenty of rooms big enough for me operation, and a perfect spot to start taking in the ticks. It's got a bank vault as well, but we can't fucking get in. But we will. Dear Diary. Dear Diary! Yeah, I do a diary now. But yeah, I reckon with the right people on board, this is going to be bigger than anything we ever did at the Guildhall. We're talking real power here, not some scrapping for crumbs like the rest of them. I think when we get that vault open, if it's full of gold like I keep reading, then we could have enough ticks to take on the Jacktars, the Tommies, heck, then even the Gentry. As for Violet, she'll manage. She always does. I don't wish her ill, but that chapter's closed now. Got too much on me plate to be worrying about her moods and her ways. This bank, though, this is me future, and I'll be damned if anyone's taking it from me now. Money's coming in, power's shifting, and I'm right where I need to be. Let's see who's laughing now. Tommies. The bloody Tommies are snooping about too close for comfort. Been watching us from a distance, but I reckon they'll be knocking on our door soon. Quite frankly, I don't like that one bit. We've been able to keep them off our backs for now, but they're sniffing around like dogs catching a scent. One wrong move and they'll be all over us. We need to lay low for a bit, maybe stop going out on raids. I don't want them to find a reason to come in on force and smash us out. Ain't no way I'm letting them shut us down after the work we put in. Violet is back. Trouble from the other gangs now. As if it ain't bad enough dealing with the Tommies, we've got Violet trying to muscle in on our turf. They think that they can just stroll into our territory and take what's ours. I ain't having it. I'll need to send her a message, something strong, something that lets that bitch know we ain't gonna roll over. Might be time for a little street war. Just a reminder who's in charge around here. Can't let her think I'm weak. Tommy's planning an attack. Words come down the pipe that the Tommies are planning something big, an attack they reckon. Could be any day now, we ain't nearly ready. Our defenses are a joke, if I'm honest. I know this is a bank and we could hide in here, but if they could lay down a siege, we'd be fucked. Half the lads are too busy scrounging for scraps to even think about getting ready for a fight. We need to bolster up and fast, get more bodies on guard, reinforce the hideout, and make sure every corner's watched. Old Moneybags ain't going down without a fight, that's for pretty sure. Word on the street. Moneybags Sullivan. Hearing a ruckus over at the Bank of England, seems that Moneybags Sullivan's wealth couldn't save him this time. They're gone. That's kind of funny. He keeps a running tally of all the hooligan bosses you've taken out, even if it's on their own terminal. Violent Violet's storm has subsided. Their rage now a memory, it seems. The fierce fury they once unleashed upon London has been calm, leaving a silence that echoes their past wrath. Big loss, this one. She'll be missed. Alright, so that's that, and oh, lovely. Okay. I'm gonna make a... Oh, I can't even save. I can't do much of anything. Well, that sucks. Alright, well, I was not anticipating this, and... Okay, we're at this jump again. Fine. Alright, well, we're done with the fighting here. That's a bit of a shortcut. Alright, so we gotta do a bit of looting again. That kind of sucks. That's a burp book, don't care. But yeah, that was kind of aggravating.
You can almost feel safe taking a nap in a place like this.
Okay, I need 2 points in blacksmith and a point in science to get the stun pack, which means I'm never getting it because I just realized I'm never going to be able to get science because I got the numbskull trait. Okay. Since hacking into that was what got me stuck in the first place, we're going to ignore it now. That was Moneybags' little slice of the pie there. Or his little slice of the bank. Alright, and...
Leave some for the rest of us.
Right, those are the gold bars I had to drop last time.
A proper tool for a proper job.
Okay, he's got nothing, so we're just gonna go to wait. Wait a minute. Yeah, okay, that'll do. And that should just about be it for the lootables on this side of the vault. Door inaccessible. Lovely. Alright, we've done everything we can, so let's just hit up the terminal.
Hey, who's that? Hands off!
Okay.
It is. Good. Kiera, the treasure hunter, is pleased with your acquiescence. Now, could you be a good sport and help me open this door?
You mean this big vault door?
Of course I mean that. You are on the other side of it, right?
You're trapped inside then. Funny.
Yeah. Hilarious. Moral story. I've been here a few weeks, and I could do with getting out before the sanitation conditions get even worse. I've tried opening from this side, but the dust is confounding me. A security failsafe has been triggered. It needs disabling from this side. So, can you help? You can use the computer, right?
Oh boy. Yeah, I use computer. Don't know what the squiggly buttons mean though.
Go get someone who can read, okay? And quick.
Okay. So we're gonna need to crank up our intelligence a little bit so we can pass that check. And a beer is not the way to do it. The Clarity Classic will work. The Clarity Imagination's a bit of an overkill. I just need 1 point, not... Okay, the Excalibur could do 2, but that's also overkill. Let's see if there's anything else we got. Yeah, we'll stick with the Clarity Classic. That should do us just fine. Okay, guess I did that for no reason. And we're We're inside the vault. We can pick the display case, so let's try that. And inside is a fair amount of gold, ingots, and ore. Dish rag and a shovel and an enamel bucket. Okay, we found the toilet. Yeah, somehow I don't think that's what they mean by shitting bricks. A tuxedo. Empty teacup and saucer. Yeah, it looks like the loose gold bars we can grab. We can sleep on the sleeping bags. A fusion core, that's interesting. Does that mean that there are, oh, what the hell are they called? Gatling lasers in this one?
My intrepid helper. Pleased to meet you. My name's Kiera.
Hi, Kiera. I'm Wayfarer.
You don't look like the usual hooligan. Nor like much of a scavenger. Who are you really?
I don't really know. I woke up in a vat in an underground laboratory.
Twaddle. Don't play games with me.
Ha!
There's something weird about you. I can just feel it. But let me introduce you to my friends here. Dickie, Bill, Maisie, Laura, and Chucks. I don't actually know their real names, but they've gotten used to the monikers I've granted them. They've been here since before the Big Bang. Original workers of the vault, looking after the treasures here. But, well, their brains have gone to shit. Poor sods. Isn't that right, Dickie?
She's tamed the ferals.
Yeah. Thankfully, you got here before I ended up like them.
How long have you been here?
20 days or so, I think. Time gets tricky to measure when you live off a diet of glowing mushrooms. Thankfully, there's a chemistry station that's let me recycle water, or I'd have been totally screwed.
How'd you end up in here?
Truth be told, I was trying to break into the vault. The latest adventure of Kiera the treasure hunter. And I succeeded. But through a hole in the roof I've not been able to get back out through. I've been able to survive on my rations and a few mushrooms. Fairly sure they have no side effects. But getting back to the outside world would be nice. I'm a treasure hunter by profession, you see. I came seeking the Bank of England's legendary store of gold. And look around you. Seems like the ultimate hoard, right? But it's a trick! A ruse! A deceit! They're all fake. Plated tungsten as far as I can tell. Fucking crazy, right?
So much for the Bank of England's exalted reputation.
That's the thing. There used to be gold here. I managed to hack into the terminal there and recovered ancient access records. Someone tried erasing them, but I've managed to recover the data. The gold was switched out, replaced in a secretive overnight operation, and it was done exactly 3 days before the outbreak of the war. You know what that means?
Sounds like someone very capable knew more than anyone else and took advantage of the situation.
Exactly. You see the same thing I do. It can only be one thing, can't it? There's only one sensible answer to this. Time travelers. Someone knew the war would happen and used future technology to travel back in time, break in, and switch the ingots around. This gold would make them rich, even in the far future. They must have left the fake bars around so that they wouldn't have unintended effects on the space-time continuum. Very clever. And now that I am free, I can pursue the truth. It's time for Kiera the treasure hunter to embark on her next mission.
That's certainly a fascinating theory.
More than a theory. I'll prove it. Say, what do you think of helping me out, Vat Boy? I've always wanted a mysterious sidekick. You could fit the bill.
You want me to be your companion?
Hey, don't get too excited. But yes, that's the offer. I go exploring, engaging in thrilling fights, find amazing treasure, tear open the secrets of the establishment, and you get to watch my back whilst doing comedic routines on the side. Sounds cool, right?
Alright, we can adventure together.
Wait, it looks like you're traveling with someone already?
Yes, this is my companion.
No, sorry. This just won't do. My sidekick having a sidekick? It's ludicrous! I'd be the laughingstock of the Treasure Hunters Club, which is just me for now, but I still have standards. Come back when you take this more seriously. I'm going to gather some more clues here for now. Look out for me around Camden if you want a second chance at greatness.
So, if we want to hook up with her, giggity, we can find her in Camden. So, well, here are the glowing mushrooms that she was talking about. Which means this thing was not as
You see
radiation
something I
tight
don't in that rubbish.
as one would, as originally thought. Okay. The bigger glowing funguses we cannot grab. The hell is that noise? Oh wait, that's the bathroom. Okay, here's some loose ones, and we're overweight again.
What you got?
Whoop, no, we keep the tea. Alright, and... is this the terminal she was talking about?
The world runs on tickets and information. What you know is usually worth more than what you got.
Alright, so we're gonna get out of here. We've gotten everything we can. And we've got a lead on a potential new companion for when we max out our relationship with Archie. Alright, now that's neither here nor there. And now we just need to get the hell out of here. Alright, so I think we're going to leave it here for now. Off camera, I'm going to do some inventory control, and we will start the episode back in the Imperial War Museum. Alright, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to get the latest and greatest videos as they come in. And to help this channel grow. Ugh. This has been Big Dave, the Middle-Aged Gamer. This is Fallout London. I'll see you all next time.